Okay, so I'm doing the Instagram and YouTube live stream together. Gonna wait for some people to fill in, and then we'll get started. All right, I don't know what's going on, but we'll get started. Let's just get started. All right, so today, since it's gonna be, or since it is minor week, we're gonna go ahead and talk about. Okay, my mic is on. We're gonna go ahead and talk about minor, right? Minor stuff. And though I think I put out a line today. I put a line out today that's pretty much a really basic minor. What's up, Instagram? I'm on YouTube as well. So yeah, I got both cameras going. So if I'm looking up here, I'm looking at Instagram. If I'm looking down here, I'm looking at YouTube peeps, looking for questions. So if you have any questions, please feel free. Thank you so much. Hey bro, what's up? Mohammed, what is happening? Thanks for joining. Thank you all for joining. So since we're talking about minor stuff this week on Instagram, I'm putting out a bunch of minor lines. I thought it'd be, probably a good thing to talk about it here on the live session, and then also just talk about general things that I think I would love for the community to do. Not necessarily on my behalf, but on your own behalf, for your own growth, for your own musical journey. So, hey, from Brazil, very, very cool. I'll always love finding out like where people are from. Brazil, I think someone was from Africa last week, so it's really, really cool. Um, and let me know if you guys can't hear me, or if you can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up or whatever. YouTube I have dialed in. Instagram still kind of new, and I'm just doing it off my phone. So anyways, so let's talk about the minor stuff. So I was saying I put a line out today, and it's a very basic, classic kind of bebop line that just spells out the changes for minor. And I'm going to play it. If you haven't heard it, no worries, because I will play it right now. And I'm going to talk about different ways to make this line your own, and different ways to like hear this line and just change it up so you don't feel like you're always playing the same language. So here's the line. And this is a minor 2/5. So typically a minor 2/5 is a 2 chord, like a minor 7 flat 5 chord, going to a 5 flat 9, going to the 1 minor. So that's typically what it is. And for all you people on YouTube and Instagram, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat, or in the question box, and I will gladly answer it once we go over the lesson. So the line is this. uh, right? Very simple. I'll play it again, nice and slow. So again, that was D minor 7 flat 5 to G 7 flat 9 to C minor. And this is concert. I'm speaking in concert key. I will do my best to speak in concert key versus tenor key throughout this entire lesson. So all I'm doing there is I'm starting on the 5, which is the flat 5, right? So I'm starting on the flat 5. I'm spelling out the chord. I'm going 5, 3, 1, 7. Now remember, we're talking about a minor 7 flat 5. So it's flat 5, flat 3, 1, flat 7. Sounds like this. And then I'm resolving to the 3 of the. I'm getting a call. I will resolve to the 3 of the 5 chord, which in this case is B, right? There's that B right there. And now all I'm doing is going basically scale wise, or I'm going 3, flat 9, 1 to flat 7, and then I'm resolving to the flat 3, which is perfect. That's 7-3 resolution. So that 7-3 resolution happens 2 times. It happens between the 2 and the 5 chord, and then also happens again from the 5 to the 1 chord. And that 7-3 resolution is is partly why that line, the voice leading on that line is like perfect, right? It sounds good. There's other ways to voice lead, but that 7-3 resolution is typically what our ears hear as a really pleasant resolution. So it sounds like this again. Uh, right? And so the resolutions sound like this, right? So that's what the resolution is. And that's the seven. I just played the 7-3 7-3. So you could literally make up anything else on those other three notes and resolve that way, and it will sound really cool. But what we're going to talk about today, what we're going to talk about now is how to change this lineup, how to, make it your own. I always love to talk about these lines and talk about, you know, um, not only just the lines, like how they're constructed and how they're built and what I was thinking about, but also I like to express the need to learn this line, but not like learn it verbatim and always play it the exact way I played it, because you're your own person and you have your own creativity and you have your own, feelings and ideas. So I highly suggest you use those, um, all of that stuff that you've built up over the years and all your knowledge, and use this as just like a stepping off point. Use this as something you're going to use to grow and just to learn from, and then forget you even got it from me, because it's going to transform and be yours. So there's a couple different ways we can do this, right? The first way we're going to talk about is basically just changing up some notes, keeping all the same notes, but changing the order of the notes. So I'm doing 5-3-1-7 right now on those first four bars, sounding like this. Uh, okay, I guess my Instagram thing ended. All good. I'm just gonna, sorry about this, YouTube. All right, so I'll just talk to this camera. So basically, we're doing 5-3-1-7. Sounds like this. Right? So that's just a minor 7 flat 5 chord. Da da do da. And then we resolve to the 3 ba, right? Um but what if we changed up the first four notes into different orders? Now we're going to still keep that arpeggio, but like what if we changed it? What if instead of we were doing 5-3-1-7 sounding like this? What if we did 1-7-5-3 sounding like this? Right? So the whole line would sound like this. I'm going to take it down an octave. So we're kind of getting a little bit of a different shape. It's not all just going ba da 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 da, right? It's not going all down like this. It's actually going da do da do da da do, right? So one more time, I'll play it again. Right? So what if we instead of starting on the root, we start on the 3. So we're exploring the 3. So we're going to do 3-1 and then 7-5. Let's see what that sounds like. Um right? All right. What if we changed the second two notes? We did 3-1 again, but then we do 5-7. So we explore this way. Right? Oh, I like that actually better than the first one we did. So let's do that again. Right? And as you can see, I'm not playing this with time. I'm just exploring. I think the exploration part is important. I think the time is also important, but right now the exploration is my goal. And I'm also not doing much articulation. I slur this stuff, try to keep it even, so that I can really, I can really just kind of get it into my ears and just keep things even, and just hear it. Really, it's all about hearing it and trying to hear the progression. Okay, so we did the original, which was 5-3-1-7, and we added 1-7-5-3. We did 3175. We did 3157. I know I'm saying a bunch of numbers right now. Let's start back on the 5. Let's try 5 3 and then 1 7. So let's try that. Let's see what that sounds like. So that's going to sound like this. Right? Still really nice voice leading. You get that 7-3 voice resolution. So let's try it again. Here we go. Here's the original line. Now it's so a subtle difference, right? But it's still different. So it's still giving you the option. Let's do one more. We're gonna do 7-5-1-3. So now we're starting on the 7th chord tone. Right? This one's gonna sound a little. This one has a little bit more leaps in it, right? That's what 7-5-1-3 sounds like. So here we go. 7. What is it? Oh, 7. Sorry, 7-5-1-3. Here we go. That one might be my least favorite, but you can mess with that, right? That just because of the bigger leap, it doesn't sound necessarily bad. It still sounds pretty hip. And then you can do the same thing with the second 4 notes, right? Like I said, we're doing 3, flat 9, 1, and 7 for the 5 chord, and you can do those different permutations with that. Like play around with the sounds you like, play around with the ideas that you like. Um, that sound good to you, that resonate with you. It's so important that these ideas are resonating with you, and you feel like an attachment to them. If you're just copying lines from not only me, of course, like from the greats, right? From all the people behind me that have made absolutely legendary music. Um, you're also making that your own. You're even stuff you're taking from Dexter or Sonny or Miles, like you're making that your own too. You don't always have to play it exactly like them. Of course, you want to emulate them at first, but then you want to think about that, like thinking about making it your own. Think about how do I create this same sound in my own playing and express it my own way. Um, so, with that being said, um, what else can we do to change this line? Now I'm going to go back to the original line, and it sounds like this again. Right? So that's the line. What if we don't change the notes now? So we already changed the notes to change it up and to find different sounds and things that we like. But now what if we change the line to the point where we change it rhythmically, right? What if we don't start on a downbeat of 1? What if we did started on the upbeat of 1 and we did a triplet? What does that sound like? Here we go. Um, right? A little different. This is the original line. Here's the line I just made up with different rhythm. So subtle difference, but if you played straight eighth notes all the time, or if you played eighth notes without making different rhythms, you would probably bore a lot of people. I mean, I know that I've learned the hard way, like where I've played a lot of the same rhythms over and over and over again, like chorus after chorus, and I probably bored a lot of people. Right? It's okay. Developing your rhythmic palette is not easy. Um, hopefully I'll have some videos on that coming up soon, but it's not an easy thing. It's not. What other rhythm can we do? We can do quarter note, triplet, eighth note triplet, quarter note, eighth note triplet. So it's dot, do ba do dot, do ba do dee ba, right? So that's what we're playing. Bop, boo ba do bop, ba bo do be ba, right? Here's what that sounds like. Right? Oh. Sorry, I messed that one up. Ready? Right. All right. So that's a little bit of a different rhythm. Let's see what else do we have. I wrote some rhythms down. I'm gonna take a look at them real quick. Uh, just to kind of remind me. How about if we switch that? If we went quarter note, eighth triplet, quarter note, eighth note triplets. Now let's do eighth note triplets, quarter note, eighth note triplets, quarter note. Let's see if I can do this. So it's gonna be like ba ba do ba, dee ba do ba, boo ba. All right, 1, 2, 3. Uh, no, that's not right. That's actually tough. 'Cause I haven't. This is like a different kind of rhythm, so it's okay. This is where we go. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. One, two, mm, uh. So a little different. I don't know if I love that for this line, but let's try it again. One, two, eh. Right. So it almost loses its forward momentum on that. To me, it sounds like it's losing its forward momentum. Um, yeah. Um, that I mean, you can keep going from there. So we could maybe do let's try this. Let's try all straight eighths at first, and then we'll go, boo ba doo ba dee da bo do da. So we'll go straight eighths. So one and two and one and two end. We'll hit a quarter note, and then we'll resolve with the eighth note triplet. So like, um, so that's like the eighths, quarter note, then eighth note triplet. So, I mean, I just made those four up. Like they're no they don't have to be something special. I think it's really important to know that not everything you do in the practice room has to be like brand new, creative, like mind-blowing shit. Like it doesn't have to be that way. Part of it is like let me get some of this rhythmic stuff down, or let me get some of this language down in my own way and just really shed it. And it doesn't have to be like I said, it doesn't have to be mind blowing. Does but it has to challenge you. It should challenge you a bit. And if it's too challenging, slow it down, right? Because all this stuff's going to come back. You're shedding all these specific rhythms or these specific lines in a certain way. But when you get outside of the practice room, when you leave and you go play with people and you make music with other people live, um, you forget about all of this stuff. Like you're not thinking like, oh, I'm thinking this rhythm here. It's all going to kind of come out, and it's all going to come together up here, and it's all going to go out, of this, and it's time, right? It takes a lot of time for your brain to wrap your head around like the new concepts, but stick with the concepts, stick with certain things that you really, really want to do in your playing, and those things will seep in, and the hard work will pay off. I promise. But making this stuff your own is really important to me, and important for the message for me to get out there to you all. Really, really thinking about not only all the lines that I write and put out there and make videos. It's all good. Like those are some of them are cool. Some of them are like you might not like. That's totally cool. But the ones that you do like that resonate with you, try to make them your own. And these are just a couple ways that you can do that. Um, so I have a couple more minor licks coming out this week. Haven't decided what theme we should do next week, but we'll figure something out. No questions today. The IG feed went down, so it is what it is. It's no biggie. And I will catch you guys next week. It is I think we're on week 22, which is crazy. So next week, week 23, one of my favorite numbers. So we'll have some fun. We'll figure it out, and I'll be like fresh off of vacation, so I might be a little rusty. Maybe we'll do a Q&A. I don't know. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Always positive, always progressing. Later.